Happy Tuesday. Woo! All right, angels of love and light, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages. My chakras, my auras, my space, my work, my health, my wellness, my essence, and that of my children's. Thanks so very much. So, I was a little bit on fast forward earlier this week. Speaking of the last 24 hours of that inclusion, or to be included. Yeah. I did Monday motivations on the brink of, wait, what is this? Dude, seriously, there's already like creeping energy here. Give me a second. Flies, you know, the little flies trying to get up all of my, the feels of my destined cards, you know, that's what's going on around me. I was going to ask, what's today all about, or what's going, on with, what's going on around me, because I'm sensing old energies. I'm detecting old energies come through, the illegitimate, how do I say it? The ones that absolutely did me wrong. And I don't want to focus on that energy, because like there's so many other things, so many better things that we can do with our time. You know what I mean? All that other stuff is just wasted energy. It's a huge distraction. So they did a switch up with me. My team, my core team is like, no, let's think about what our strengths are. So we're going to examine, what are our superpowers? We don't need to list them all today. In fact, since we are ever growing, we are ever expanding, which means that that list goes on and on. And so while I have my breakfast, we're going to explore that avenue, because I'm interested, I'm sure just as you are, what our superpowers are. And if the room is clear, then I know absolutely it's all mine, baby. But as a primary anyway, we are going to use, let me see here. I don't know, I'm called to use the Tarot of the Holy Lights, because I need to clean up my little altar area here. There's like stacks of cards, and it's time to like just have faith that things are rolling. I'm hearing rolling deep. Well, following according to plan. That's what the signs of the times have told me. Mew mew. Give me a second. Yeah. All right. So not that many from this deck. That's quite a few. Oops. Well, we'll whittle away. Any energies that seek to undermine the confidence and declare war shall seek war upon themselves. That's how we rebuke that energy together, in the name of Jesus Christ and source that be. We rebuke that energy to bind them within their own warrings. That's how to best learn their lessons. All right. Okay. What's up? Oh, and with all of this stuff, I also learned that anyone, targeting my children, whether they realize it or not, I found it to be an opportunity today to practice my distance healing. It's not even really at a distance. It's I remembered within recent learnings that proximity is a state of mind, a state of being, and with that, my healing powers have amplified. If once you know these things, once you acknowledge them with confidence, not the blind force, it's like I was able to do that this morning, which is wonderful, wonderful. I saw the immediacy upon it, and it was so like chill in practice. So I'm excited to see what, you know, opportunities unfold that'll allow me, and I'm sure you, to expand further within your current skill set. Maybe discover a few things, new things, but also embellish upon your own, our own. So what are our superpowers? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's the first one. Two of Cups. Oh, well, we don't want to understate this, but we have very unique relationships. It's almost like how do I say it? Even the cups that fall away from us, it's almost like a spiritual psych, you know? They always come back around. Just like those fellow energies that we're talking about. Sometimes from what I'm understanding right now, within this messaging, because this is very unexpected, you know, those energies that roll back around to us, it's like they are compelled to come back. They are drawn close to us. We have a magnetism that allows for many to be attracted, of all sorts. So there's no discrimination within that attraction because that force is so compelling. And because of that, you know, those old energies come through. Now, a fraction of those energies are not always meaning to like do the same old with us, but they are also within their learnings. As we're a very, very good teacher in how to hold our cup upright. I mean, behind the scenes, this is the Queen of Cups right here, knowing how to like just kind of mentoring others on how to hold the cup upright. Give an example. And how do I say it? So, the people that want to, the fraction of those that desire to emulate those ways are drawn close to us. So they have some learnings to do. They have a learning curve, which means that, you know, it's still a little bit of a bumpy ride for them. So that's what energy we are noticing as well. So we shouldn't be so defensive in our presentation. We can still be protective and somewhat guarded, but we don't have to say like you're doing this, you know, like. So some of that superpower is refined discernment and being able to showcase what we have learned for the benefit of also others. So there are many kind of relationships that we have, a massive network, people who will go out of their way even if there's a compromise. They feel as though there's a compromise in dropping their cup, but there's something about this drawn connection, this magnetism, that allows, this force is so strong that those that are drawn close to us, it's like even if they drop their cup, they're never going to lose it, because there's something associated with us in the fact that they're never going to lose their sense of abundance, their sense of worth, at base level. That there's like almost like this Velcro type of Velcro magic, I guess, in when others are drawn close to us, they benefit in at least the very bare minimum of what they deserve as another sentience. So we remind others of that, whether verbal or nonverbal, it's energetic within its stance. So it's we have that effect on others. That's one of our superpowers. Yeah, there's a sense of closure and cycles. This is very much within the powers of Archangel Michael, with the red and green here, the snake, the, what do you call it? It's kind of like, it's not even, this is not even really, this is like a dragon. These are two dragons here. which is very, very fierce here in closing out cycles. So it's, how do I say it? Because the, what do you call it? You know, the snake, what do you call, I forgot what that one's called. I forget what the snake is called. Okay, but being that there's two here, shape-shifted dragons into the snake. It begins with an A. Oh man. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'll put it in the description. But it's overlap symbology of the Caduceus in healing, like fierce healing in relationships, closing out cycles, knowing where one starts and the other begins, and what was it? Things coming to full circle. Like they'll come around the bend, but we're not holding our breath on it. It's just some inherent knowledge. So that's one of our superpowers. Okay. That's excellent. This is really, really good. This is partnership that commingles in a way that we're following the same direction. Okay. We're covering each other's backs. That's ultimately what's happening there. Give me a second. I need a bite. Okay. Superpower number 2. Dude, why am I sweating just on my, like, right hip? It's weird. Do you guys have anxiety? Oh. Is it Clairsentience? We have, clear feeling. I think that's what it is, but, we're very receptive to others' energies, so much so that, we can identify through, it's like, how do I say it? Extrasensory perception, or if even somebody sneaks up behind us, we can feel their energy. We know that something's off because we know ourselves that well. All right. What's our superpower? Down to 1. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you and I have that ace in pocket. You know, the all-access pass. Our superpower is almost like undefined. How do I want to say it? Like, is being able to go places that many others can't. This is earned achievements. This is something like Spirit's like, okay, here's your diploma. You put it in your pocket. There's your passport, your ultimate passport. So, what do you want to say about this? Oh, so this is being able to see things that others can't. That third eye is strong. Like, it looks like these are eyes. All 3 are eyes, but this is the only one that's a true eye, which is the third eye. So, yeah, it's being able to see what others cannot. There's a translation of sun energy, solar energy, and creation. It's who we are. Give me a second. So when the fog rolls in, with Spirit's hand, like, showing us the way, Like, given opportunities in disguise, like, the fog slowly drifts to us. And we're like, oh, almost like a beach ball. It's very much a timed event. You see, it looks like a timer to like a light switch or whatever, electrical. Spirit's perfectly timing these opportunities to us to say, hey, you want to play some balls? Balls what? What the frick? Who's here? Okay. Creeper. Anyway, first I got Joker, and then I got a Creeper, and I was like, okay. Anyway, let's pay attention to this message. Let's get a clarifier for that one. So, part of that superpower is to clearly see these opportunities. It's to deliver, not just within the respective process, but intimate visibility, intimate transparency with spirit. So we have that. And it's protective in the way that it doesn't allow others or tempt others to impede on what's going on for us. So before anybody says like, hey, superiority complex, this is something that's like, no, you just don't see it. So mind your own business and do what you're supposed to be doing. Okay? That's what they're saying. I normally don't get that stuff, but that's what they said. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. The division of the bagel. Actually, I want to go to clarifier. Page of Pentacles, yeah. It's like playing massive ping pong. You see? I called next. This guy is so adept. And then he brought his own ping pong thingy paddle. Definitely. See, he's ready for this. Look. You see that serpent again? He brought his, he has his own familiar. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. It's like, Pikachu! So, Pokemon. You guys might be Pokemon players. But, definitely, like, brought it, he's ready to bring it. That's funny. Oh, and very much angelic, like, with delivery. Like, you bet your ass I will kick it. Very, in my divine self. It's very legit. It's a good game. That's what they're saying. Oh, we also see Pi here. So some of you may be very analytical, or we are very analytical. But Pi, it's a symbol for, like, you know, the 1616. I think that's what it is. The ongoing calculation, like the number. Unstoppable. Holy smokes. Whoa. Like, we have the cleanest checkpoints is what they're saying. Because, like, even if there's a checkpoint where, like, people know us, they're like, we know, like, you got it. Like, it's down to a T. You know how those people that do, like, the military, like, rifle stuff where they assemble it and disassemble it, like, you know, Forrest Gump or whatever. And it's, like, within, like, you clock those minutes or seconds or whatever. Same thing here. Even at those checkpoints, it's... they're solid. They're clean checkpoints. Like, you check out. We check out constantly. So definitely. That's funny. Okay. That's part of our superpower, that we've got game and we play it. But like over here, I don't want to, I'm not going to bag on the sun at all. But even the sun looks like really tired. Like, you know, when you have like a child or a pet that has so much energy, like you're just like, can you just sit down for a second? You just chill out. That's what I'm seeing here. So we're very much chosen, like, I choose you, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. All right. Superpower number 4. Oh, that's quite a bit. 4 of Wands in reverse. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. 3 of Cups in reverse. King of Swords. Judgment. Queen of Cups. The Emperor. 6 of Cups in reverse. The Sun card in reverse. And Aqua. Ace of Cups. Goodness. Oh, and then right behind it, oh, Ace of Wands in reverse. Holy smokes, we stir the crowd. We stir-ish up for sure. Our ability to propagate expanded life forms into another area that is super abundant. Like, part of our superpower is that what do you call it? Profound? What do you call it? Oh my gosh, I should know this word. Foreboded? Predicted, you know, like predicted gratitude. The gratitude list is ever expanding because we have followers that are just like, they are thankful too. So it's an expanded gratitude list here that's foreboded. Yep. You see, it's like kind of an archway that bridges into propagation. But it's definitely stirring things up. For sure. For sure. Okay, so again, the sun is at rest, but the gift that Spirit has presented to the world and to us is this opportunity where those that don't particularly wise up to us or warm up to us at first, that hidden kin energy, we bring them an element of light within their darkness. We show them the different forms of light that is accessible to them, to their growth, to rise up from what's beneath the surface, or being beneath the surface. So it's like, if this is what it looks like from beneath the surface, imagine what it's like when you emerge. So there's that. Excellent. So before that, like, they want me to go backwards on this. Okay. Queen of Cups, Judgment, King of Swords, 3 of Cups in reverse, and 4 of Wands. Okay, so this trio is the hidden High Priestess. We talked about that, where this element of Queen of Cups. Oh yeah, we started out with the Cups energy, right? Hidden Queen of Cups in the background right there. Hold on. Okay. The Queen of Cups energy, and with the suit of swords, especially being king energy, this is like not just ride or die, but die hard, especially with judgment in the middle. So this is this hidden high priestess energy here. So it's just knowing who you are, the size of the land, just like the plot, and being able to thicken it so the sauce is real good. That's funny. So we have good mojo here. So part of our superpowers are being able to hold down several roles, being able to take on the opportunity of various forms of responsibility, and cohesively bringing that to the surface, delivering that, and also delivering others, assisting with that. Because, you know, with healing, people have to do their own healing. You can't do the work for them. However, the inspiration and the recognition of being able to provide examples and provide moral support, even within that hidden energy, how do I say it? Like, discrete energy, it's powerful. Yeah. All right, so then what's before it is 3 of Cups in reverse and 4 of Wands in reverse. These are 2 abundant cards here. We're looking at the cups that we, for, like in the 4 of Cups, the 3 that we just like dismissed before. So, the things that are not celebrated in life, we lay to rest. And so because of that, because the things that we have to kind of honor the burial rights of, when we say goodbye to like old shits and giggles and, you know, that stuff. There's something about building roots here. Okay. So these are seeds, that are repurposed to, kind of like, what do you call it, strengthen a root system. Okay, and that's respectable regardless of whatever walk of life that you come from. It's respectable to work on your foundations, because any future relationship that you have, whether it be project affiliated or live sentient, like with one-to-one or group interaction, you need to have a solid platform, a solid base to work from, like your own tool belt that is well organized, communicative within the efforts of what you're trying to accomplish. And so there's a common baseline, that all of that works from. Oh, I fell down. Okay, so that is, I guess, our 4th magnified superpower. I need more of my breakfast. Back to this Pikachu energy. It's kind of funny because it's cute. So you don't suspect somebody is gonna take you on like massively with our introduction. So we're kind of underestimated, but in a way that's like, it's not always meant to be offensive. Like more than half the time it's not meant to be offensive. So it's like, oh, you're gonna challenge me to ping pong? Oh, sure, right. Okay. Let's see what you got. Then you realize that this dude, knows what he's doing. That you don't realize it, but then such a like a lighthearted game or a commonplace type of like a very understated game, that there's strategy in how you hold the paddle, different types of moves, and it's like you learn a lot from this person. So some of you may be teachers, whether part of your occupation or a role that you just adopted that you very much enjoy, you're just fit for. We are. Okay, so superpower number 5 is Okay, this one is a shaker. 5 of Swords in reverse. We save face. Okay, this is a new interpretation of how I'm seeing things. Because it's like, when we part ways with people who have like that one-up energy that are always competitive, like, oh my gosh, let me tell you, I was at work yesterday, and there's this couple that looked like they were from like the boonies. They were young, and the guy, like, they were just kind of like a little bit of arguing on, and with indecision on what to do, where to go. And oh no, I'll meet you up over here. Are you sure? You know, like, it was just kind of like one of those unsteady things. I'm hearing, yeah, I'm hearing rock steady, and by no doubt, but it wasn't. Maybe that's the energy of like when they're at their heightened state. But like, I'm not here to like scrutinize and nitpick or whatever. Excuse me. But I think that's true. So like, but there they were just different. And I wasn't helping anyone, so I was the closest one to them. And I was just kind of watching them to like see, okay, so what can I help them out with? You know, just being very direct, because like I want to help. I want to help. But at the same time, I know I have to back off. So I'm just like kind of waiting my turn. So when they will be ready. And so after she saw me, she decided firmly that she was going to fall into line with him. And it wasn't like, I was not, I was like, dude, I'm not doing that. But once she came around, I realized what the like part of like the aggravations were, which is I think they had a new, like, it was a large maybe like German Shepherd or Husky type of dog. I can't remember now because I was just so shocked. But a pup version. So not like a little puppy, but you know what I'm talking about. Still mentally puppy. And so I was like, oh my goodness, how are you? You're being, you know. And when I did that, I was focused more on the dog, whereas this girl was completely appalled that I don't understand. Like, I don't know what, there's a lot of insecurity there for sure, because and the guy knows her demeanor and her behaviors, her tendencies towards jealousies. So I just redirected, because usually pet owners are very open to that kind of energy, especially with their baby dog. And she was ultimately not satisfied with that at all. So I said, oh, what can I help you with? And they did not want to go to me, but everybody else was like trying to look busy. They were not open to helping these customers. So I took them on, and she kind of shrugged it off. But that dynamic, it was just very weird. Like, the guy was struggling so hard to make sure that he appeased her insecurities by being standoffish and cold to me. And like, I didn't take offense to it. I just observed the whole thing, and it was just weird. Like, thank God you guys don't have kids, because you're doing this with like, anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and just relieve ourselves from that. Let's scratch that from the record. That statement about having kids. It was just an observation, like, wow, there's a lot of growing here to do. And like, I'm just a bystander that got caught in the middle of your like nonsense stuff. I don't know. That's judgmental for me to say, but it is kind of like, it was very petty. So we let people, when we recognize that people have like that one-up energy, there's core insecurities, we let them have the last word. We save face, and we let them experience like what their supposed power is beneath the surface. If it satiates them, then so be it. They've got their learnings to do. We're just going to hold our tongue and we let it be. So this is practical superpowering, where we supercharge in the fact that, like, we're not going to allow for other battles. We're not going to let it affect us. We recognize energy for what it is, and when it comes to be within this element of power plays, we just let it go. We just let it go. We move on. We let other people move on. And that's the last that I, get to experience of that, Part of the positions that we play in life are very much underrated, understated. So my part, that within that increment of their life, is to kind of tally the marks of how often this happens, because I know that the guy was in full awareness of it. The girl should be in some kind of recognition of her behavior and her temperaments, her response, her reactivity to the world. She at least acknowledged that it disturbed her. So bringing about that awareness without being highly confrontational about it is something that is a role sometimes that we take in life. Like in marketing, how they have product positioning, that's exactly what it is. Like, oh, okay, there's a Pepsi here, or like a certain iPhone here, or, a certain gadget. And it's not exactly highlighted in the movie, but it plays a certain role within the dynamic of being able to communicate from here to there, or a certain character's preference that tells a little story about the person's character. Or what they're accustomed to, or stuff. It's they're kind of like positioned enhancers. They're platformed and highlighted in a way that details the story. So sometimes that's what we are in the spiritual realm of what spirit has in mind. That we're not always like the main characters. We're supporting actors in other people's growth paths. Okay, so that is part of our superpowers. That's number 5. Number 5. Again, we see that green dragon here. So it's like we're, one of the players too. Okay. I need some more bagel. How's everybody doing out there? This is the last bagel in the bag, and it was what do you call it? So the last pickings are sometimes like not the greatest, because all of like the little, especially on an everything bagel, all of the crumbles like fall off. And so I was like, no, there's a ton in here in this bag. So after I toasted it and put the cream cheese or whatever, they were like free sprinkles. And there was like the most you could ever get on any of the bagels that came in pristine. So that's, that's how we do sometimes, Why we get temperance in reverse? That's crazy. This is unbridled intuition. boundless. So when we talked about the not tide pools, the undercurrents, where the tide like sucks you in, and we're talking about being near the cliffs. So it's within that turbulence, we're able to find the calm in the craze. And even though it comes off as like, oh, one hot mess, there's an order to like all the chaos and all the madness. People just don't see it because it's relative. We're living in relationship to our atmosphere. However, when people look at us, they're just looking at us like, what the frick? You know, it's just like a snippet. So they kind of cheapen it. I don't want to talk down it, but this is like, they snip us out like a coupon. Like, that's all that you are. Like a one-time redemption kind of thing. Holy smokes, people are like nasty. But it doesn't faze us because we know our situation. We know what we've been through. And so it's kind of irrelevant to anybody who does the clipping. You know what I mean? So we're not some like one-dimensional cutout doll that some may portray us to be. In fact, we know that this is an element of life, and to each their own in their becoming and in their maneuvering. So we already know that there'll be a time for the time will come for them to comprehend what this is like. So it's written off karma in a way where like, you know, I didn't sign up for that. So other people's problems are other people's problems, and we just handle our own. They're also saying that the initial like flat out messaging that I got from this is that, because like I don't feel like I have any imbalances like when I'm looking at like this would normally signify a drinking problem, but relative to the atmosphere, it's like when it does come, like I'm not absolutely against drinking or this and that. It's more of like I choose not to do it, and when I choose to do it, it's within the right atmospheric context. So we can hold our stomach, we can, you know, we have a strong stomach to be able to discern there's a time and place for everything. And so that's what I'm getting here. But like I knew that wasn't the only thing. So the secondary part of it was truer than the first at a first glance. There's something more to us that others are able to understand once they're like in the water with us too, especially. So let's get a clarifier for that one. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we get ourselves out of sticky situations, out of areas that like by the cliffs where we could really, it could mean absolute danger. I don't know, I forgot what that word is when you're like being pulled inwards and like it's turbulent. I forget what that's called, but that's okay. You'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like the waves are choppy, but you can get yourself out of it. We can. Yeah, so there's something about moving diagonally, like diagonally. You know, in Harry Potter, Diagon Alley. That's what it is. That's what that is. To get out of there. Okay, so we have other team members who are also healing, see 4 and 4, that allow us to correct our paths. So we do that. There's like a mutual thing, like a safety net. Oh, this is what it's saying also. You know, like those nails, that bed of nails, where the closer the nails are together, the safer the platform is. It's kind of like the same thing. Within that weaving, we just talked about that. I need to post it back up or put it public, but that's what they're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna stop at 7. Yeah, what is our superpower? Number 7. How do you feel about this reading? Is it accurate for you? 7. Ah, it's the Empress in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. Dude, we love what we're able to do. We love the becoming. So this sense of like gratitude for self and just, it's so good. Our life is just so, you see all these spheres? It's like a dashboard. It's a live dashboard of all of these like ongoings, inner workings, that allows us to take the temperature of what's going on outside of us. Because we're so stabilized that we can sense any frequencies that are out of character, out of order, out of taste, on the outskirts. So, but absolutely fertile. Absolutely fertile. Superpowers is, this is like being in absolute link with Mother Nature. Because this is the lover of all sentience here. Best mother of all queens. But like this is untraditional. You see, like she has like that slit up. So very, you know, like kind of a little bit of Hollywood. Yeah, not so like stuffy. Oh, angelic too. Holy freaking moly. But then this is being like, this is supremely fertile, like roaring like horses, like in the solar plexus and sacral chakra region. Yeah, like even unicorn energy too. Also very much tied into the high priestess, as you can see on her footing. Yeah, so this is, you know, like Jack and the Beanstalk, what we talked about there? It's planting the most supreme foundations, you know? High creativity, just setting the precedence. This is, I don't even want to call it just a leader. It's, I'm going to say a pioneer. I'm getting, you know, when Princess Leia becomes, you know, a general type of thing, and like being able to command the ship, basically. A fleet. Very well recognized. Not just noticeable, but very well decorated and recognized for her achievements. Yeah, definitely. Like there are a shit ton of knights that are, will, you know, will fight for her and with her. And they go into the line of battlefield. Yeah, like there's no alternate agendas. This is solid. Yeah. Excellent. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Wands. We show up. We showed up. Oh, hidden goat energy right there. Yeah, talk about trailblazing. These are hiking poles, you know? So talking about that fleet, people who will show up for us and with us. Yeah, it's lined up here. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Top of the deck, 5 of Cups in reverse. So this speaks of like 2 have fallen rather than the 3. So for this particular elevation, it's not saying goodbye to the shits and giggles, like old stuff, but because we've kind of already done that, so it's not our point of focus right now. That's like pass. Like we've already like grown out of certain things. So kind of like when you grow out of certain things, you don't really have to say goodbye to them. You energetically already did. Oh my goodness, yeah. So there's no other ritual because there's no binding to it. It's already been released. So the more relevant thing that we've said goodbye to are the 2 of Cups, certain relationships, just like we talked about in the beginning here. I'm hearing in the beginning, Zed's dead. So we know that not all take 2 are outpour, okay? That not all recognize, or it's not even like about recognition, always about recognition, but the most, like the biggest thing here is that their cups are unable at that particular time to handle the massive outpour. You see, like the base seems to be just fine, similar to the others, but it's what their cups can or cannot hold. So their recognition of like they need to expand more in order to allow for that. So it's kind of like no hard feelings. I don't want to say like no harm, no foul, but it's more like water under the bridge type of thing. We recognize the place, like their positioning, they're also their product positioning, that it's a learning curve for also to understand that it's not always like things being offensive, okay? It's what their abilities are at the time that they are where they are. So the outpour is not like, oh, you know, like you think you're better than us, or like that petty stuff, you know. The subtle dark magic that comes through that kind of taints, you know, the area, taints the ground from further understanding what's like really going on here. So part of that superpower is the realization of like a common desire of wanting replenishment, but not always being able to make that happen within an instant. Yeah, so that's a further importance of showing up. And with those intentions, it naturally builds a league of those that not only respect, but honor and engage in that premise. Middle of the deck. 3 of Swords. So there are certain sacrifices on knowing what we have to let go of. What's beneath that, though? That I'm just actually surprised to see that. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, we have to like not micromanage those heartbreaks. That's what they're saying. Beneath that, the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So we also recognize when people show up to a fight just to fight. And we also realize within the fraction of those, like divvying things up, that people don't recognize where they're at. They don't realize where they're at, why they're at, etc. No. So, a superpower is being able to look at the long term, which helps us decipher where people are at, what their threshold is, because we very well know ours. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Bananagrams. Oh, yeah, we'll do bananagrams real quick. Okay. We're down to one. It was 55:50 when I checked the clock. Excellent. And we have one person here with me. Okay. Oh, shoot. We have O. Okay. Finishing cycles, another O. Another O and another O. It's like, ooh. You know, sometimes we don't realize what our superpowers are until somebody, like, kind of paints a picture, like, creates some form of artwork or produces something where you can see another, how do I say it? Another person visualizing this and visualizing who you are, what your energy is. It's just kind of helping put words to what you know already to be. Like, oh, yeah, I can see that, definitely. ESOCRDLHW, excuse me, LANOTGAO. Got, nose, goose, duck, duck, goose, we are chosen. Crane. So we got 2 spirit animals here so far. I'm seeing Socrates. Oh my gosh, without the extra S. Did I just spit? Did I spit a sesame seed? Gone. Ladle. So, ladle is just another version of a cup. Another version of an ace of cups. We're tasting whatever is being brewed. Yeah. Anyway, I see. I see horror. I don't know why. I see Scallion without an I. I don't know why. Goat. Okay, I'm going to start off with that. Because all that we've talked about in superpower energy, especially seeing the goat, spirit animal, it's definite here. It's Cradle. Somebody sees this as, oh, you know what I'm hearing? Be My Baby from like an old song. I'll make you happy, baby. Just wait and see. For every kiss you give me, I'll give you 3. So come on and be my little baby. Whoa, somebody's in love. Like, not like this is a deeper kind of love. Oh my gosh, like they want to take a nosedive into this. Noose. Saloon. Like the Old West here. What do we got here? mm. 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 I'm seeing lash, but W lash, like whiplash, like some of you are drummers. But I'm missing the IP in here and an extra H, so some of you don't feel like you're cool because hip is missing. First it was IP, but then I realized an extra H is missing. Some of you drummers feel like, and this is like conceptually speaking, like following the beat of your own drum too, that there's a lacking in originality just because like everything feels so drowned out. It's time for a new vibe, is what they're saying. Anyway, whole, WHOLE. Oh, I also see whale. So it's making a big splash. I see Shane here, and Shale, and Shone, like you're shown the way, or you shown your light. I feel like that. Cone. Shone. My spelling is like, what is up? It's like, it's driving me up the wall sometimes. So, Shone is like display, like SHOWNE. I'm sorry, WN. But then shown the way, like, what do you, no, like, shown your light? Is it SHONE? Like, frick. Give me a second. I'm gonna check it. Anyway, if you know how to spell Shone, I think there's a second spelling, SHONE, but I'm... Dude, let's nick that, okay? Let's see what else we can make out of this. Ooh, I'm seeing shallow here. Some people think we're shallow. Projections. I'm seeing shalom, but without the M. I don't know why. Ooh, I'm seeing the echelons too again, but without the extra E. Oh, I'm seeing school. Yeah, definitely. So we school others. like higher learning school. And remember we talked about the School of Fish with the Queen of Cups in the Shaman Tarot. Loan. There's two places where we could put loan, which is like there's school loan and there's Cradle loan. So I think people kind of want us to lend more time to them. I don't know. What am I getting? What's going on here? Goon. So we have goons that are goats. This is how Lil Wayne would put it. My goons. So this is a good thing. Like Goonies, right? Yep, that's what they're saying. New. Oh, so there's a new relationship on the horizon. In fact, it is here. I don't know. It's at the baseline. It's new. So I have 4 O's and an A here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, woo. New woo. And some people are opposed to that? What is going on here? But it's new woo. Alright. Okay. Ago. Like long ago. Goat. We have a history. A law of attraction school. Yep. So, people find out sooner or later that, there's a purpose in all of this, in our meeting. So, yeah. Operating system for sure. Okay. And then authorizing officer. It is a Tuesday. All right. Saying it goes. All right. We got it. Here we go. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Give me something. See? That's what we got there. Oh. Put it in the light. There we go. Okay. So, I did not tell you that the first O that came out hit the bottom of the Fountain Tarot deck. So, we're going to get one from their bonus round. Okay. All right. What is our superpower? Oh, these two are showing up. Kiss a kiss, kiss. What is it? 2 of Wands and 6 of Cups in reverse. For sure. We sized up all these like hidden connections. These ones that are kind of in dormancy, just needing more time underground a bit. And some that just don't make it to the surface because they prefer that hidden life. In fact, like, dude, some of my customers are so they're so funny. I don't even realize it sometimes until like that last second. I've talked about it so many times, but it just blows my mind how often that can happen. It's funny. It is hilarious. Like, I am having the time of my life, as it stands right now. Just, you know, when you have, when you experience certain, like, realizations and bonds with other characters that you know that are, like, just awesome, or just starting to, like, live their awesome lives. It's, like, just very subtle energy, but it's so, it's something that I've it's cool. That's what I gotta say about that. Anyway, part of our superpower is being able to keep those connections that, oh my gosh, for sure, we can keep it. Okay. You see this ball over here, this orb? We talked about this previously, what that means in this scenario. But this huge orb is what, like, we're able to carry. That's cool. Okay. Oh, I think even more. Okay. Let's see. Jesus Christ. What do you say? What do you say? Ah, it's a fountain in reverse. I told you. It's a freaking, like, happy geyser. This is a waterfall. Jeez, this is so sweet. Yeah, that's so sweet. This trophy cup, like, on blast. So, part of our superpower is the beauty that unfolds within this, like, raging intuition. Do I have fellow card readers here? Do I? 10 of coins. Ding, 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 ding. Jackpot. Bingo. Yes, I have fellow card readers here. That's funny. Are you experiencing the kick of birthing this comedy? Yes. I know you do. I know you do. I know you feel it. Where's the freaking dude? What did I do with that? Here you are. Oh dear. Acrobatics. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you so very much to all my sponsors and supporters who have donated light and love in your various varying ways. So appreciated. We're due for something like excellent. I have not cleared the room at all on this one, so dude, that's a good sign. Because I was so willing to hold these like superpowers to myself and just be happy with that. But, you know, life constantly surprises us. So that sets the tone, sets the slate, not just for the rest of the week, but from here on out. Yeah. All right. Okay. So thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, my health and wellness, my essence, and that of my children's. So, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate covers due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. Upon, dude, I'm losing place here. Okay, it's 10 o'clock right now. Sharp. Upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine. I have to go through the prompt. With their appropriate garments due. Again. Second time. Assisting you with the rollout sequence. Enlightened love. There we go. Enlightened love. We close all portals associated with this reading. Except from here to our success routes. Our successful higher self routes. Enlightened love, it close all portals associated with that.